Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video. And today we got What If Naruto was an Uchiha Part 2. And you guys did smash the like goal for the last video. And I've said it at the very end, so I try to say it at the very beginning so you guys know when to, or what the like goal is whenever I place a like goal. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, as I was saying in the first part, Kakashi began telling them that missions start very soon, and after that day, the missions came rolling in. And all those missions were very, very easy. Naruto is getting a little bored of these missions since it's been a week since they started, and the missions were awfully too easy for them. So they just continue doing these missions for a little while until Kakashi notices that his team is getting a lot impatient. Well, all of them are impatient actually. But Kakashi has been through this phase before, so he just doesn't really care that much. Well, here and there he might, but that's beside the point. And Team 7's basically bored of all these missions, and instead of Naruto or Sasuke to go up first, it happened to be the useless trash bag, well, Sakura. I'm sorry if there are any Sakura fans. It is just, well, Sakura can't really do much in the beginning of Naruto, so hopefully you don't take too much offense to this. But we move forward. And, well, Sakura began complaining to Minato, or Kakashi, saying, "Kakashi-sensei, can't we get harder missions? These missions are too easy." Naruto then also, well, supports this not accusation, but this suggestion, saying, well, this is true, Kakashi-sensei. These missions are too easy for us. This isn't really testing our ninja abilities, you know? And Kakashi, well, tells them, well, okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll ask the 4th Hokage if we can get a higher mission. And Naruto says, my dad will give us a higher mission. Telling his team, well, Team 7, to cheer up a little bit. And they all do, just a tiny bit. And they enter the Hokage's area, basically, and Kakashi asked for the mission, well, a higher rank mission, and Minato happened to say, well, I do have a mission that is suitable for Team 7, since you guys have been the most hardworking team right now. Well, we have this mission for you. This is a C rank mission, just a C rank escort mission, so hopefully this won't be too much trouble for you. And Kakashi basically says, well, that's no problem, Hokage. There's no problem, Lord Hokage. As Kakashi, well, turns to his team saying, you guys have no problem with this mission? As they all say, no problem, Sensei. But a drunken old mess happened to come along and burst through the door saying, Minato, where's my team? Well, he'd try to act a little proper, but he's drunk, so there's nothing he can truly do about it. And he starts, well, criticizing Team 7, and he didn't really criticize the two Uchihas that much, but he criticized the pink-headed girl and started saying, you think a pink-headed little girl could save me or protect me on this mission? As well, Sakura took a lot of offense to this, and she began yelling, let me at him. And Naruto, all he had to do was place a hand on her shoulder, and that should keep her in place. And Naruto started saying, let it go, Sakura. And they leave, and they waited for the next day, and they began their mission. And at the start of the mission, it wasn't too hard, but a few minutes after, well, actually a whole hour passes by, and they walk for a couple of minutes until Naruto sees a puddle up ahead. And this puddle happened to be an illusion, a genjutsu, and Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi noticed this, but Sakura and Tazuna had not noticed this. Naruto says, nods his head towards Sasuke, and Sasuke and him have a mutual understanding, and they know what to do. And Kakashi looks at them, giving them the same nod, and they all have a mutual understanding. And they just waited. And Kakashi still did his fake death thing, and Naruto and Sasuke both blitzed the two. And Sasuke did what he did in canon, but Naruto did exactly what Sasuke did, copying his exact moves without the Sharingan, because he can just do those moves since it's very simple taijutsu. Naruto is very high in taijutsu, but still, Naruto does the exact same thing that Sasuke did and sent both of the two demon brothers flying, and those two were knocked out. And Kakashi takes them with him in a scroll, of course, while sealing them or putting seals on them so they can't use their chakra, and binding seals so they can't move. And they sealed them in a scroll, since I reckon Kakashi, who would have over 1,000 jutsu, would be able to do a little bit of sealing jutsu. So, yeah, Kakashi is gonna take their bounties and they move forward. And Kakashi starts questioning Tazuna, saying, this doesn't seem like a C rank mission to me. As Tazuna begins to sweat, saying, as Tazuna sighs, saying, no, it isn't. As Tazuna begins telling them that this mission, is actually, not a C rank mission, and he tells them the whole story, since he saw what the two boys did, and if Kakashi ever did that, he would be in big trouble if Kakashi did that to him. So he didn't want any problems, so he decided to tell the whole story. And Kakashi was about to say, I'm not gonna put my team in danger just because, but Naruto steps in, saying, Kakashi-sensei, have some faith in us. As Kakashi is a little shocked by this answer, but looks at Naruto, saying, are you sure you can handle this mission? As Naruto replies, saying, don't underestimate us, Kakashi-sensei. We put you on edge when we fought you, so have a little faith in us, Kakashi-sensei. Yes, Naruto, Sasuke, and maybe Sakura give them a little smile, but Kakashi doesn't really trust Sakura that much. Well, not with trust. It's just Kakashi doesn't trust her with strength. Since, Sakura doesn't really have any in that department. She is 0 in the strength department right now, so she is lacking in power, and that's basically dragging the whole team down, but that's beside the point. And Tazuna guilt trips them, and they still continue the mission, and they do. They're almost near the hidden mist, not hidden mist, but the land of the waves village, basically, until Zabuzuma Mochi decides to show up. And a whole heap of fog decides to come in, and Kakashi tells everyone to stay on guard, and Kakashi would stay a little more vigilant since there were Chunin that were after Tazuna, so Kakashi would keep an eye out, and Naruto would too. But they continue, and Naruto is on edge, seeing all this fog, and Naruto questions Tazuna, saying, Tazuna, are you sure that this is just normal fog? This doesn't seem normal. As Naruto looks around, and Tazuna says, yeah, this is just normal fog. It's just normal. This is just a normal occurrence in our area. But Naruto doesn't buy it. And Naruto, he's on edge, because he can feel an immense pressure that seeps out here and there. And Naruto activates his Sharingan to see if there's any problems. And Sasuke asked him, yo, Naruto, why are you so on edge? There's no one here but us. But Naruto stares into Sasuke's eyes, saying, "Sasuke, stay alert. There's someone here." As Naruto can hear something, and he did sense some moving in the bush, but that was just a distraction. As Naruto yells, "Duck!" and so does Kakashi. They both simultaneously say, "Duck!" as the whole team ducks. But Sasuke has to push Tasuma to the ground so his head wouldn't fall off. And the executioner blade comes whirling by and slams into a tree, and the one and only Zabuza Momochi lands on the blade, saying, "Well, well, Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja. I wasn't expecting to see you here, but let's fight, Kakashi." And Kakashi was on edge, and he knew this was a possibility that a high-ranking ninja was after them. But he wasn't expecting one of the 7 ninja swordsmen of the mist. But, well, it's a high-ranking ninja, so he doesn't want to put his team on the line here. So he not activates, but lifts off his headband, showing his Sharingan, saying, "You guys stay here and protect Tasuna. The formations, guys, remember the formations." As Naruto takes the lead role and says, "Alright, triangle formation," as they all go on 3 angles to protect Tasuna, surrounding him in a triangular formation to protect him from anyone else who is gonna come by. And Kakashi deals with, well, Zabuza. And to be honest, Kakashi holds up a lot better, but he still ends up getting caught since he got a little too cocky and didn't watch where he was going. Since even though he had the Sharingan, he got a little too cocky. And Zabuza, she used a clone to basically, well, stop him for just a brief second, and that second was enough for Zabuza to use a water prison jutsu, and that's how Kakashi got stuck. And Naruto says, "You guys have to do your own formation. I'll have to get Kakashi-sensei." As Naruto dashes towards Zabuza and activates his Sharingan. But he knew this wasn't enough, so he also activates the QB influence, combining the two together, and his speed increases incredibly. And this was shocking to Zabuza. But he also laid out a few clones, or water clones, but they were eviscerated instantly, and Naruto blitzed towards Zabuza. And Zabuza was able to managed to dodge it, but Naruto threw an incredible kick with such force that it blew the waters back a little bit. And he started throwing a lot of barrages at Zabuza, and Zabuza wasn't able to keep the prison, and Naruto, while Zabuza was busy trying to dodge and keep the prison together, Naruto managed to land 5 good blows, and Zabuza had to retreat for a little while. He backed off as Zabuza grabs his blade, saying, "You little brat, I'll have to deal with you." As Naruto and Zabuza have a little bit of a showdown, and it seems that Naruto is able to keep up with Zabuza, and Zabuza tells Kakashi, saying, "You have a pretty good student, Kakashi, but this isn't enough. My student is better and is far more superior. Now, Haku." The tracking ninja, the quote-unquote tracking ninja, comes out of the woods and basically tries to strike down Naruto with one of his Senbon needles, but Naruto blocks it with a kunai, and they have their clash. And Naruto was surprised to see that someone could keep up with him at such a speed. And Haku begins picking up the pace as Naruto has to keep using more and more chakra and has to keep using the state for much longer as Naruto yells, "Damn it!" as Naruto just drops using the Sharingan and starts using only the QB influence and increases his speed incredibly. And he's able to keep up with Haku as Zabuza is shocked to see that Naruto was even able to keep up with Haku at such a speed. But while he was distracted, Kakashi charges up a Chidori as Zabuza widens his eyes, saying, "Damn it, I was too careless." As Zabuza tries to parry it with his blade, it was too late. As Zabuza was about to turn, he was just about to get stabbed when a certain someone blocked it. Haku managed to escape Naruto for just a split second and, basically ran off towards Zabuza, and it looked like he teleported just in time to save Zabuza. And as Haku arrived, he was pierced through the chest, right through the heart. As Zabuza basically widens his eyes, saying, "Haku," as Kakashi says, "You fool, why would you do that?" As Haku basically is now dead, as Kakashi takes out his hand, Haku falls limp. And, Zabuza says, "The tool died too early." As Naruto hears those words, he was infuriated, and there's no Gato on the bridge, so Naruto and Kakashi did incredible teamwork, and Naruto and Kakashi killed Zabuza. And that's basically that for Zabuza, and they continue off to the land of the waves, and Kakashi did need a bit of rest since he used a Sharingan for a little longer than he would have expected. He put a lot of chakra into it, so he got a little tired of exerting his Sharingan and exerting too much chakra. But yeah, Kakashi had his rest, and Naruto was the one on watch, as Naruto, while watching, continued mental training, since he figured if he can't physically train, then mentally training would be good enough, as Naruto trains in his mindscape, and Kurama gives him tips. Well, some tips. But Naruto and Kurama aren't really friends, so Kurama only gives tips very rarely. Only once has Naruto ever gotten a tip from Kurama. Only once. But Naruto doesn't really care, since it doesn't really matter that Kurama gave him tips. Well, Naruto sees that it doesn't really matter, since Kurama, if he wants to not help him, then that would be fine. It was his choice anyway. But Naruto continues training, and so does Sakura and Sasuke. When Naruto was mentally training, Sasuke was training somewhere else, and he was training in the woods with Kakashi. And Kakashi was teaching him a little bit of the Sharingan, and yeah, Sasuke actually managed to awaken the Tutomoe Sharingan for the first time in doing this training. And Sakura, well, she did training, the tree walk training and the water walking, since they had a little extra time to do this, so they did those bits of training. And Kakashi decided to teach Sakura just one genjutsu, nothing incredible, just a tiny genjutsu, a little illusion basically. And he managed to teach her, and with Sakura's excellent chakra control, she actually managed to pull it off and do this genjutsu. But it wasn't any S rank genjutsu or anything, it was just a D rank genjutsu that I'm pretty sure even a genin could pull off, like the lowest genin could pull off. So yeah, we move from that, and a few days pass, and the bridge is almost completely finished, and Gato decides to show up on the last day when the bridge is is basically finished. Gato decides to show up, and it doesn't go well for Gato. Let's just say Gato got pulverized by Team 7, and they basically hand them over to the villagers, and the villagers, they kind of made the man have his own medicine, taste of his own bitter medicine. So yeah, let's just say that. And that's the end of the Land of the Waves arc. And they move on to go back to the village, and Kakashi reports everything that just happened to Minato. And after Kakashi heads to the Hokage Tower, Naruto, he runs into Konohamaru. And Konohamaru, well, he doesn't have much relation to him, but Minato knows about, Hiruzen's grandchild, so he wants to make sure that he was alright while Hiruzen died. So he basically had someone take care of Konohamaru while he was gone, since Naruto was there too. So he had to take care of a lot, since it's not just Naruto, it's the whole village. So someone had to take care of Konohamaru for him, and they weren't there right now. So Naruto, he swooped in and saved Konohamaru from Kankuro, saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" As Kankuro began saying, "What are you gonna do, you little brat?" As Naruto gives him the glare, saying, "I would advise you to back off, or else." As Kankuro began laughing, saying, "What do you think a brat like you could do?" As Naruto gives him the glare, and his anger began boiling a little bit, and Kurama took over for just a few seconds, and his eyes turned blood red, and there was a slit in his eye as Naruto stares at him. And Kankuro, feeling such an ominous presence, backs off immediately, as Gaara could sense that ominous energy coming from Naruto, and so could Temari. And, they back off as Gaara comes out of the tree saying, "Kankuro, back off." As Kankuro was scared of Gaara, and now Naruto. And as he began saying, yes, Gaara, as he backs off immediately, as Gaara stares at Naruto saying, "You're just like me. Now tell me your name." As Naruto looks at him saying, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki." Well, would have been Naruto Uzumaki, but it's Naruto Uchiha. As Naruto basically walks away with Konohamaru, and the two parties leave. And, the Chunin exams was told to them by Kakashi, since Naruto asked the question. And Kakashi informs them about this Chunin exams and tells them they have a bit of a week or two, one whole week, to train before the Chunin exams starts, so they better get started. So, yeah, I'll be leaving it off there, so hopefully you guys enjoyed, and make sure you guys hit the like goal of over 5 likes, and without further ado, I'll see you guys on the next part. Peace.